All right, what's going on, everybody? Marco here, and it's been some time since I made a video, and this technically isn't a video. It's a very easygoing live stream that's even private. I'm just going to edit it, post here. But I wanted to make a video just to talk about a couple updates and then explain the title of this video. So I haven't made videos. I know I've promised that I will make videos. Life has been crazy, and as if you can tell, I'm in a new setting. I bought a house about 3 months ago. Life's been great. Couldn't complain at all about how life's been going. I've been working a lot, been traveling a lot, but I've wanted to kind of sit down and do a couple of updates in one video here, and just thought that an open dialogue, long form update video through a live stream, even though it's not really live right now, would be the best way to do so. So update number one. So I already told you, bought a house, moved about 3 months ago, back in middle of May of 2019. Been loving it. It's been great. Summer's been going great for me. A lot of work, a lot of busyness, a lot of traveling. So that's been pretty exciting. The other update I wanted to talk about, or two more updates, is sometime this week. So today's the 18th. So that means sometime in the 18th through 23rd of this week, I am going to be doing a live stream / podcast with Lon. He was formerly of Android Authority. Him and I just were talking, and maybe we're thinking about creating some kind of podcast, some kind of live stream similar to this kind of dialogue, but obviously with him online as well. So look forward to that. I'll be tweeting a link out sometime soon. So make sure to follow me on Twitter at Marco M. Hanna. I'll be tweeting about details, the day, the time, how you can participate. It's going to be a live stream here on YouTube. And I kind of want to morph it into some kind of podcast form in terms of something you can listen long form on iTunes and all that kind of stuff. So keep an eye out. We'll be tweaking about, obviously, we have our own lives and our own things going on, so it's not really a priority right now, but I'm going to try to figure out the best way, because I really do enjoy long form media. I consume a lot of long form media, especially on my drive at work and stuff. So just thought that would be a very interesting avenue to try. And then the other big update I want to talk about is I bought a Model 3. So I placed my reservation or my order for a Model 3 back about a week ago now. So today's the 18th. Yeah, so I put an order down on the 11th of August, and I wanted to give you guys kind of an idea of how that's going so far. So, I live in Texas, which, if you're not familiar with Texas legislation, is we ban direct to customer sales of vehicles. If you don't have a dealership, you can't sell your cars here. So Texas, technically, you can't buy a Tesla. Like, I can't go walk into a showroom and say, hey, I want to buy a Tesla. They'll tell me, oh yeah, if you want to buy one, go to Tesla.com, but they can't technically give me any further instructions other than, hey, go figure it out on your own. So a lot of people, especially on like Reddit and stuff, have a lot of concerns. I know I did when I was looking at buying a Model 3, because I've always wanted to buy a Tesla, and now I'm in that stage of going through the purchasing process of how difficult is it to really buy a Tesla in Texas. So I just want to give you guys a quick video, an update. If you're interested in buying a Tesla in Texas, then maybe this will help you out. So the main difference between buying a Tesla here than buying it like one state over is you have to do all the financing and all the paperwork up front. So, for example, Tesla can't finance your car in Texas. They're not allowed to. So you have to go find your own financing if that was your route. Now, if you're paying cash, different story. Doesn't really matter. Cash is king there. But if you are going to go through a bank and get a loan through a credit union or through a bank, you have to do that on your own. Very similar to any other car that you might do. I mean, when you go buy a car from like Nissan or Toyota, most of the times they don't actually you don't buy it from that manufacturer. Manufacturer will work with other loan guys, like say other banks, and then they will fund your car through that. So the manufacturer gets paid the full amount, and then you are now working with a financial institution. Some people don't do that, but most manufacturers and dealerships do that. Tesla does have a few credit partners outside of states that they can't sell to. But you can't use this here through Tesla. Now, that doesn't mean you can go through the same partners. You definitely can. Technically, I'm going to be going through my own bank. So I'm just saying, hey guys, I'm buying a Tesla. I need this much money to get the loan. Here's all the details you need. Fund me for my car. And then that's basically it. So that's pretty easy to do. Now, the only thing that's a little different or concerning for a lot of people is that you have to pay for your car up front. So, say Tesla, you're buying a car, a custom order car, and they have to build it at Fremont. So they build your car, and then once it's finished, you think that your car's on the way. But if you haven't paid for your car, that car can't technically leave or can't technically enter to, the state of Texas until you fully paid for your car. Now you're saying, like, why would I pay for a car that I haven't even seen? Well, that's kind of a leap of faith that you have to put into Tesla. Now, obviously, everything is refundable and cancelable up until the day you deliver, and you can still technically return your car within the first 7 days as long as you don't drive over 1,000 miles. So they do make it pretty stress-free, and I think that's kind of a reason why they have this return policy, is because if you're not happy within the 7 days, you can give it back and get all your money back, all your deposits, all the taxes, all the loan, everything gets reversed. Just takes a couple days because obviously it's a lot of paperwork to deal with. The car gets registered when you deliver the car, so you have to go cancel that paperwork and all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of paperwork, but it's still doable, and you shouldn't really worry about it. But other than that, it's really simple. All the paperwork, is the majority of it is done online. If you're doing a trade-in, you appraise your own car yourself. You take photos and you upload it to the Tesla website, and then they give you a final trade-in offer, and you can either accept it or, right now they allow CarMax price match appraisals. So you go to CarMax, you get a price match, or you get an appraisal for your trade-in, and then you literally just take a photo of that appraisal, send it to your Tesla person, your advisor, and then they will just match it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And, I kind of already know what my car is worth, and I know I can get a little bit more if I go through CarMax. So that's my plan. So the other thing about buying a Tesla in Texas is it is a little bit more delayed than buying a Tesla in any other state. So I'm about a weekend and I still don't have a VIN. And even though it says delivers within 2 weeks, realistically in Texas, you have to add on about 2 more weeks for all the processing and paperwork, because there are portions of this process that you have to manually sign paperwork, which, you obviously can't do because, it's all online. So they end up FedExing it to you from California or Las Vegas to your house. You overnight it, and then you sign all the paperwork, you put in the details, and then you FedEx it back. They pay for the label and stuff, but that's kind of the process you have to deal with, and you have to wait for something, a human person to actually go open your envelope and get all the details. And they're selling, what they delivered, like 90,000, 70, 80,000 cars in a quarter. So it's quite a few cars a day that they have to go through. So it can be a little bit of a slow process. And if you read anything on the Reddit forums about Tesla and customer service, they're almost non-existent in terms of the customer service side. I can call my delivery advisor and I can say 9 out of 10 times they're not going to pick up their phone. It's always good to have a good relationship with the salesperson at the store, like at the showroom. That's who I work with mostly. If I need updates or questions or details, they have access to the same information that your delivery advisor has. The only difference is that delivery advisor is dealing with hundreds of people at a time, while the person at the showroom generally is not dealing with quite the same level of people, and they live here. So, I can just drive 10 minutes to my closest Tesla store and go say, hey, what's going on? Just want to check in on my car and stuff, or I can text them, I can call them, and they're very responsive and have been very helpful for the entire process. Now, a little bit about my car is I ordered a long-range all-wheel drive Model 3. I went with the Pearl White because I wanted to go cheapo as possible with this car, because it's an expensive car already. So I went with the Pearl White paint, which became free, which right now is actually a little bit delayed because everybody's been going for the Pearl White because it's free. It used to be $1,500. Now it's $0. So went with that with autopilot. I did not opt in for full self-driving, which honestly, I'm trying to be as optimistic as possible, but I live in a state where, Teslas aren't even technically allowed to be sold here. And I think that full self-driving as a whole, while the convenience features of having auto summon and advanced summon and all that kind of stuff is nice, it's not a necessity for me. And I don't think my Model 3 will outlast full self-driving. As in, I don't think Model 3 will really be the full self-driving car. I want it to be that, but that's just my pessimistic outlook of where we're at right now. I think the technology is great, and I think that it will always be a level 2, level 3 for now, and we're not going to get to that level 4 or level 5 autonomy. Definitely not level 5, but level 4 is kind where you have a steering wheel, but the car basically does everything. That's full self-driving in terms of an experience. I think it'll be a state-by-state issue, not a federal issue. Unless the federal government decides, you know what, this is not safe for anyone, so let's not do it. But I do think it's state by state, and I live in a state, and I will foresee in the next foreseeable future stay in the state that I just don't see them allowing full self-driving being a thing. And I've also heard some weird stories of like car insurers like not wanting to insure your car if you have the full self-driving option. Don't know how they figure that out because it's not encoded in your VIN. But I just didn't want to get into those issues. And honestly, like I'm okay with paying more in the future. Like, they've talked about it being like this commodity that will cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I'm like, if I really value my time that much, where I want to take my 45-minute commute or 30-minute commute in the morning and the afternoon to do something else, then I will pay that extra money in the future and just upgrade my car. Because what I do know is in Tesla's eyes, my car is completely capable of full self-driving. It has a hardware 3 computer, has all the sensors already built in. So technically for me, it would be something that I could just type in my credit card number onto the screen and it just boom, I get full self-driving just as that. I just give them a whole bunch of money to get that. So do I think it's going to cost like 20 grand in like 10 years? I don't think so. But I could be wrong. Obviously I'm not a full autonomy like expert. I don't know a whole lot about like this whole sensor fusion that the Tesla does. But it's a very interesting thing. And if you have it, it's great. You'll save money in the future. I'll definitely be paying more for it in the future, but I'm personally okay with that. So that's basically it. I want to keep this video as short as possible. I'm already at like 11 minutes and 45 seconds here. So keep an eye out for my tweet about the live stream. And I will hopefully see you guys live there. If not, then catch the replay, kind of like what you're doing right now with this video. And thanks for watching. I appreciate your support, and I really miss all of you guys. Hopefully I'll try to figure out how to do more videos with my timeline. My schedule is just horrendous right now. So thanks so much. I hope you are all doing well. And, we're getting ready into this crazy madness season of phones after phones where it's half of August is already over. So next thing on my list is iPhone 11, 11 Pro, whatever you want to call it. So, maybe you'll see some videos of that in the future. Hope you guys are doing great again. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much. Bye.